Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys had a good day. I wanted to make a video earlier kind of talking about this controller, the PS5 controller, and I wanted to just test it out, see if it would work on some of the emulators I have planned, but it was messing around my Bluetooth, getting it to work. It was kind of just a lot of tinkering, a lot of headache, but it works now. So far, so good. As you can see from the LED, so we're good there. But yeah, just want to test it out, see if it's a good controller to use, maybe as my main. But really, I was looking to see if it's worth upgrading from my PS4 controller, because this thing works pretty much all the time, every time. I've been using it for years. It's my trusty controller, and I wanted to see if the PS5 one will be any better, if it feels better while playing these games. And so, yeah, throughout this video, we'll just be doing some testing here and there, mainly just using this controller, because I already know how it feels. This one is, I've been using it for years, like I said, so it feels good in the hands. Every game I play, it's natural, it's not uncomfortable, I'm used to it. So with this controller, I wanted to see if maybe, the way it feels, the way the buttons and directions feel, all that good stuff, if it's worth me using more often, or better yet, if it's worth me using as a substitute. Because if it is, then I'll keep it around. And I hope to keep it around for sure because, well, I already bought it, and it's sending back a good $30, so I may as well, kind of stick with it. But with that being said, we're gonna go into it. We're gonna try out a few games, and then I'll give you, I guess, my review of each game and how it felt, if it was better or worse than the other controllers, and if I would keep using it for that game and other ones. So yeah, enough talking, let's get into it. All right, so here we are. We're playing good old Tony Hawk, a game that I practically put hours into. Well, maybe not just this game, but of course, every other Tony Hawk game pretty much. But yeah, I just want to see how it feels, so we're going to just do all this done stuff. I'm not going to save the game. I'm not about to save all that, so we'll just see how it plays right now, and then we'll go on ahead, and we'll just stick with
Susie
it.
Stone
So
reporting live
all that
with
good
Tony
stuff,
Hawk.
all the Tony Hawk
What
stuff
brings
we
you
can
here
kind of
today?
maybe
I just
skip
came to
over.
town because the word on the
No, we
street is that
cannot,
this place
so
is
we'll
loaded with
let it
undiscovered
sit.
skate
But
talent.
yeah,
I'm putting
so
together
far,
an amazing new skate team.
all
The
right,
best
wrong
8
with
skaters
that.
that can
In the
outrip,
end,
outshred, and
it
outdo
feels
all
alright.
the others will be the lucky
Yep,
few
feels pretty
who make it
good.
onto my new
No
venture,
complaints so
project.
far. I think one thing I will say about this controller, which I'm gonna try and get in the camera a little bit, is this part. You probably can't see it that well. Maybe. There we go. Like this edge here, it kind of sticks out a little bit. It's like it feels like it's not curved out enough. Cause I feel like a piece of that plastic hitting my pinky. It's not the worst thing, but it's not as comfortable as PS4 controller. And one thing I noticed is that with the other PS5 controllers, they're the same way. So I don't know if that's just what PlayStation kind of, I guess, designed, but it's just, I don't know. Again though, it's not too bad. I'm gonna try and show you guys while I'm skating. I probably can't do it at the same time, but yeah. So yeah, I'm doing what I normally do, and it works pretty good. So far no issues there. Yeah, it definitely feels good in the hand. Everything feels the same as the PS4 controller. It's just that little piece of the handle, what do you want to call it? I don't really like that yet, but I'm sure maybe I'll get used to it. And if not, then again, it's not the end of the world. It's just something that I have noticed. So off the bat, I guess I can give a point to the PS4 controller. That is something that I'm definitely, kind of gonna keep in mind pretty much. So yeah, some more just this, and yeah. But yeah, so far so good. First game is great. So maybe I'll do a little bit of skating before I get to the next game, because I'm a sucker for Tony Hawk. So I'm gonna try and do a little combo here before I go to the next game. See if I can at least get something going on in this beginning stage. There we go. Oh, you know what? I should say though. So one thing I need to talk about is how that's my combo. Is that when you get this controller, if you're using it for anything other than your PS5, you need to go and download. Oh, sorry. If you're using your PC, you can do it one of two ways. You can either use a USB-C cord to connect it straight to USB-C, and from there you're pretty much connected. You can play any game you want to on Steam or any kind of PC game, and then it's just like that. For me, I'm using wireless, so you would have to download this. Well, I don't think you need to download the app, but I don't think you have to. I think it's just pretty much connected to the Bluetooth, and then that's it. But I will shout out the DualSense app though, because with that you can do things like change your LED color, change little settings here and there. I don't know if it's going to really impact the gaming experience itself, but it's nice to have though. It definitely gives you more options. So that's something I should point out though, for anyone looking to buy this controller. If you don't mind that little gripe I have, then it's not, it's definitely not too bad. It feels good. Yeah, it feels alright. So I think I'm gonna just knock out a few more things and okay, cool. That's fine. I don't know. Let me just okay, well never mind. Just back to game then. Alright, cool. So yeah, not too bad, So far, if I had to pick between the Tony Hawk game, which one I would use the most, definitely this controller, because the PS4, again, that issue with the grips, with these little grips here, you can see how it's all rounded out. Maybe it's hard to tell, but yeah, they're rounded out though, so it feels comfortable with the PS4 controller. It works so well. It's kind of small, which is also what I wanted to point out with my PS5 controllers, that it feels chunkier, it feels good, which, I have big hands. So for me, this has weight. This has that feel, the thickness that I'm looking for. It's just that one part, just one little part. But again, though, it's not the end of the world. So we're going to see if that still holds up with the next game. All right, so here we are, the next game, Tekken. Another game that I put hours into for pretty much every generation of PlayStation. This is Tekken 6. If you guys have played Tekken before, then you kind of already know what I'm going to be talking about mainly. If you don't know, then I'm going to show you guys right now once we do an arcade battle. Just for fun, I'm not trying to do too much with it. But we're going to use my trusty character, Mr. Law, and we are going to, we're going to hop into it.
Get ready for the next
we're going to see how he plays alongside the other dude, whoever that guy is, Mr. Leo. So, what I'm mainly looking at is how does it feel when I'm button mashing? Because, for me, when it comes to fighting, I am somebody who I will just press buttons for days. I know the combos, but it's just whenever I'm doing a fighting game, any kind of fighting game, no matter what it is, I'm always mashing. And I'm sure that some people don't really like all that, but it's just something I'm used to. I grew up doing that, and it just works for me. But yeah, so you probably can see, maybe. I know that it's kind of hard to tell, it's nighttime, but one thing I am really kind of testing is, how responsive are these controls? Are the buttons, do they feel good to press? Because in Tony Hawk, sure, I would say, push the buttons here and there, but that was just kind of getting a feel for it. I mean, like that's not a game that really requires you to like press buttons multiple times, really. Now, for me, a fighting game, it does require that. Even if it's just press one button here or there, I'm going to keep mashing it. So I have to see if everything feels comfortable. And off the bat, I have to admit, it does feel good. I think that having that thicker control like shell, it definitely makes the experience feel a bit more better. Because I know with the PS5 Controller, since it is kind of smaller, there are, it does feel like I'm kind of covering more than I need to with my fingers. Because again, big hands, my hand covers up pretty much all of this, so you can't even see it. But yeah, so far so good. Of course I'm playing it in a certain way. I'm playing it like this, not like this, but like this. So having that space, having that I don't even want to call it that area to work with is good. So definitely 1 point towards DualSense. The size and the size, the weight, and the comfortability of the buttons, it was good. So awesome. That's good. I am going to, I'll do one more. I will do one more match. And then after that, we will go to the next game. Because there is one more one to try out. And the other one I want to try out is mainly just about, let me see. Because I had one more in mind. And I think I wanted to test out something about I'll look into it. I don't even know. I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus on this match so I can, let's get some kind of placement. But yeah, we'll figure out what the next game is. I want to get perfect. Oh, I tried. Alright, but yeah, see, just, you can hear it too, just me like doing all of this. And that's a regular, check-in for me. It's just mashing those buttons and it feels good. It really feels good. So yeah, so far it's going pretty well. And honestly, I don't even feel the edges anymore. Because since I'm holding it in a certain way, I don't have my palm or my pinky hitting the edge. So, that works out really well. That really does. But yeah, so we're done with that. That was a good, so far so good. I enjoyed that. Let's go ahead and let's close out up here. So yes, you probably saw in that little beginning, we're playing Dynasty Warriors. A game that, again, another game that I have played for years. And one that I always trust. Whenever I'm bored, I play this game. So we're gonna go ahead. We will just do. Okay, I don't have. That's fine. So I just want to get kind of into it. We'll do this one. We'll see if this is it. Because I know that in Dynasty Warriors, yeah, I know that in Dynasty. Here we go. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5. Like they have like the little arcade modes. So yeah, we can do training though. All right, so we're going to see about moving around with. And one thing I will say, this is a huge improvement from the last controller. This joystick feels amazing. Like it is so smooth. It almost feels as though like it feels as though they put lube on the joy, like the stick itself, because when I have the joystick hitting against the little holder, the hole, call it, it glides. I don't feel resistance. I don't feel anything kind of weighing it down. So it works so well. And so that is a big plus, a real big plus. Another thing that I will also say is, again, the mashing of buttons feels pretty good alongside with me moving around. You know, again, joysticks feel amazing, feel real good, buttons feel great, all that good stuff. I think the only thing I might add that is kind of, I wouldn't say growing on me, but it's not too bad, is this, you know, again, I have to mention, but in a good way. The edges are not sticking in my hand that much. So I don't know if it's because I'm actually using my hands in a, I guess, more interactive way or what, but I don't feel it. And because of that, I'm really feeling the handles, and the handles feel great. They feel really good. They're, again, thick. And that thickness is what I'm looking for. Because one thing that I cannot stand is a controller with skinny handles. So I got big hands. I need to have enough purchase, as they say, you know, to like, you know, really get comfortable with the controller. Because so far there are a lot of good things about it, and you know, the one thing that could kill my interest is how it feels. So far it's good. I can't say too many bad things about it. I think that, you know, that initial feel of the edges, it was probably just because of the game itself, you know, just having my hand placed with it. So, you know, again, it was a minor issue. If you guys are looking to get one on sale, yeah, I'd say get one. It's worth the money. You know, my little gripe with just a little gripe is nothing. It's not going to impact your gaming experience, because what it has to offer is worth it. Between the comfortable, very smooth joysticks, the tactile and responsive buttons, you really can't go wrong with it. I haven't tested the triggers, but you know, they do feel good. You know, right and left trigger feel really smooth, really solid. You know, bumpers feel great, just like that. And yeah, you know, it's good. I do know they have no salt, they have these adaptive trigger stuff, but I mean, I don't know if it's even worth it. Because if you're using this for emulators, then I mean, yeah, get it on sale. Don't pay full price, because at that point in time, you're paying for the games. You don't need all that. So yeah, if you see it for $30, I would say grab this. If you don't see it on sale, you want to use a controller precision layout for your games, I would just say go and get a PS4 controller. But yeah, so I guess the question now is, would I use the PS5 controller as a main? Yes and no. It depends on the game itself, to be honest. You know, a lot of good, don't get me wrong, but you know, I have to always bring that up. But you know, other than that though, yeah, it's not too bad. Will it be my main controller? That's, yeah. You know, if this one dies on me, I can always use a backup. Pretty much that. Or I can use this one as my main, and when this one dies, it'll be a backup until I warm up to it. But yeah, so far so good. Everything works pretty well. And yeah, if you want to get a controller like this, go for it. That's my little review of it. So far so good. I think it's worth the money. Well, the sale price I got it for. And yeah, you know, just wanted to see how I play with the emulators. It was good. And yeah, it's a thumbs up for me. So I'll let you guys kind of use that to form your opinion. But that's all. Just wanted to do a quick video, and hope you guys enjoy it. I should have something else coming up soon. I have a new controller coming in. Well, I have another PS4 controller coming in. See how it plays. It's used, so I want to see if it feels, you know, feels good with the emulators, you know, with all the other games I'm playing. And yeah, other than that, I'm out. Y'all take care, and I will see y'all soon.